let me introduce myself and my teammates to you. I am Fiza Madina and this is Neelima, Saraswati, Giridhar and Subhakar. Today we are going to discuss about the case study of Harvard University, and the case study explains about the pricing games of Sony, PlayStation and Microsoft Xbox. So everyone knows about the console games and like video games, everyone plays about it. Let's explain the case study by the overview. The overview of this case study explains that the first time when the Xbox was produced, actually manufactured in 1972 in United States, and the first company to introduce the video games are Magnavox Odyssey in 1972, and it was priced from $100. So later by 1975 it had the great sales, like very good marketing and very good sales. And the sales were, you can see here, 100,000 and 350,000 units by 1975. Actually, when the going of the years, then suddenly the competition has increased. As everyone knows, when the competition increases, there will be many companies who are competing against each other. So the next including companies are Atari, Coleco, Magnavox and National Semiconductor companies. And here are some companies which are actually released after that. They are Atari 2600 in 1977, it is Coleco in 1982 and Atari 5200 in 1983, Nintendo in 1985 and Sega in 1995, and Sony PS2 and Xbox. These two are later released in 20th century. As compared to these two are released in 20th century, which has the greatest technology of producing the video games, like having the colors, having sounds. Whereas coming to the Magnavox, the first one, there was no color and there was no sound, but the prices and the marketing for everything was very good, and the people are very interested more in this video games. So the next, the exhibit is going to explain by Subhakar.
In exhibit 1, PS3 price and the Xbox Series 3 price are $299 and Xbox Series 5 are $299, and the PS3 units are sold by 11.25 and Xbox 360 units are 11.25. In stage 2, the PS3 price was $299 and the Xbox price was increased to $100. It increased to $300, and PS3 the units sold 11.5 and the Xbox the units are decreased to 7.0. In stage 3, PS3 increased the price to $300 and in Xbox 360 the price is decreased to $200. Units sold to PS3 was 8.25. In Xbox 360 they increased the sales to 1.5. In stage 4, $300 PS3 and the Xbox was $300. Xbox 360 was increased the price and PS3 was increased the sales to 8.5 and Xbox 360 was decreased the sales to 8.0. In exhibit 2, Sony PlayStation 3 produces the 8.25 in stage 1. The cost was increased to $3.75. In last stage, they increased the sales to 1.75. They decreased the price to $2.43. In exhibit 3, Microsoft Xbox 360, they increased the price to 7.2. They decreased the sales to $372. In last stage, they increased the price to 12.5 and they decreased the price to $254.
As my friend Fiza and Subhakar explained clearly about the overview of the case, next the analyzation of the case. Before analyzation of the case, I clearly want to explain about exhibit 2 and 3. Here, initially the Sony PlayStation PS3, the production units is 8.25 million. Here, in 8.25 million, they sold per unit $372. Here, after 2017, they produced to 12.75 million. Here, $243 they price. Here, when compared to the 2009 and 2016, the produced unit sell high and the cost will be reduced. Already we studied in economics when the production increases, automatically the cost per unit will be decreases. So next, coming to the analyzation part. In my analyzation, price takes a major role here. Nintendo placed a reasonable price, so the Nintendo sales are very high when compared to the Sony and Xbox. At starting, the Xbox prices will be high. Later, the Xbox will be reduced its price to $100. The Sony also later decreases its price to $100. Later, it will increases. So the price takes a major role here. Nintendo beat the S3 and Xbox here. So it's my analyzation. Finally, the price takes the sales high.
Coming to the question, given the information in exhibit 1, 2, 3 would have predict that Sony or Microsoft will want to reduce console prices by $100 by using 2x2 at one simultaneous game to analyze this short-run situation. You can assume that Nintendo monitors its competitors and actions but has no plan to change the price. As we can see here in the exhibit 1, here PS3 has increased $100, but here sales was down, sales was decreased, and here again it was increased. Compared to the Xbox, it was high. PS3 is high. Coming to the Nintendo, the sales was constant because of constant price and customers are liking that game.
And the second question of the case study, and assume that demand curves are all linear and calculate the own price point elasticities of demand and implied by the data at prices of point in $299 and $399 for both Sony and Microsoft. Are your answers consist with your understanding of the short run profit? So here the answer in this graph shown. So here the graph shown about the three companies, Nintendo and Sony and Xbox. In the year of 2006 to 2011, the Nintendo was at high. The Nintendo was high and the Sony was increasing the sales gradually. And the Xbox also decreased the sales in the 2006 to 2007. It is similar. And 2007 to 11, it was increased the sales. So Nintendo was high the sales because it's a reasonable prices and quality of products. Next, coming to the question number 3. Can you think of reasons why these firms would be particularly aggressive in pricing their consoles? My answer is, here the Sony and Xbox play gives a best marketing strategy. Here, when I want to explain this strategy with an example, suppose I am the manufacturer of this mobile. I fixed the price of the mobile to 10,000. Later after 6 months, I reduced the price of this mobile to 8,000. At the 10,000, most of the customers already bought this mobile. After I reduce the price of the mobile, they think, oh, unnecessarily we bought this mobile. After 6 months, 6 months after we can buy this, we can gain a profit of 2,000. In that way, the customers think. So here, this type of the marketing strategy only the Sony and Xbox use it here. If they do not reduce the price, it will increase their respect among the users. I do respect their marketing strategy. Happy Gaming support all of us.
Thank you everyone.